Good morning. It is a little after 7 and I'm heading out of Allll, climbing up the mountain, and I'm a little nervous about it. I don't know, my foot wasn't hurting at all in town, but that's a little different from carrying a pack and going steep uphill. Over the next 3.5 miles, we're climbing over 3,000 feet, and then that's just getting us to the trail. And then after that, there's obviously more elevation change. But I'm just gonna take it slow, and it didn't seem justified to take an extra 0 and fall behind all my friends when I'm pain-free in town. So yeah, just gonna try my best and stop early if I have to. And it's really cold outside today. I'm still in my puffy and my beanie. I'm sure I will get too hot for those very quickly, but not quite yet. As far as my foot, I do think I aggravated it, but because I was then immediately able to take a 0 and a 0, I think it just healed way faster than I thought it would. I really credit that trail angel. Thank you so much if you ever see this. If I'd had to walk 8 to 10 miles on my hurt foot instead of just walking 2 miles on it, I think it would have been a totally different story. Ultimately, I wish that my healing would just be like this, straight up, but in reality it's like rah, 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 up and down, and I guess that's just how it is. A lot of people comment suggestions like you should get different shoes or insoles or whatever, and I appreciate those. However, just wanted to mention like this is an injury that I'm coming back from. It's not just regular foot pain. So I had torn ligaments or tendons, whatever, and they just take a while to heal. They can take 3 to 6 months to heal. It's not gonna be magically fixed with a different pair of shoes. In fact, I think my shoes and insoles are pretty ideal. So this is just kind of what I signed up for. The pain is gonna last for a while, and it has been getting better. And so we'll see how today goes. Hike girl, she's been living in a hike up world. Gonna hike up this mountain. It's pretty steep. I just keep reminding myself that it's kind of like climbing out of Yosemite Valley when you're hiking near Half Dome. And I've done that loads of times, so I can totally do this. One of my trail friends' favorite sayings that she tells us is, "You're stronger than you know." And I like that. And I'm thinking of that this morning. By the way, she doesn't know a trail name yet, so if that quote leads to any ideas, let me know. This trail is really hard to follow. Okay, it's maybe this, but maybe it goes over here. Thank goodness for you. I have no clue where I'm supposed to be. This is not the trail, but I have got hooks, so I'm wandering my way closer. I missed a turnoff or something. Here we go. So I was a solid 50 yards off trail. I'm really glad that I've got hooks back, because honestly, I guess I would have backtracked. If I didn't have that, I don't know what I would have done. I would just have to keep searching and hope I was going the right direction. But yeah, I'm on trail. Okay, if you're gonna take the Deer Spring Trail up from Allll, don't bother taking water, or at least not very much. There's water on the trail. I think everyone should invest in some rain pants that could double as wind pants. I freaking love mine, and some people don't bring it along at all. I wear these almost every single day, and they're perfect, so you can just easily take them off and have your shorts underneath. I have the outdoor research ones. There's their brand, but you can't really see. But they have a zipper, so it's super easy to take off your shoes. But I don't know, there's so many people who don't have them, and it's probably one of my favorite pieces of gear. Like, it's so convenient if you're just a little chilly to throw on your rain pants, and it's just like perfect. And like, I had to take my puffy and my beanie off such a long time ago. I'm totally comfortable in my rain pants for a while. So. Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Can't go through it. Gotta go around it. Alright, so it doesn't say Pacific Crest Trail, but I'm pretty sure I need to go that way to the left because it's towards Myyyself. There's a nice view over there. But yeah, definitely not going onto the top of Myyyself today. I could do that another day. It's not part of the Pacific Crest Trail officially. Plus, it snowed up there yesterday. I'm guessing conditions are pretty icy. I do have my micro spikes, but I don't have time for that when I'm already kind of a slower hiker. Alright, I've gone 2 miles up, many feet of elevation up, and I have 1 more mile to go to reach the PCT. And I'm taking a bit of a break. My feet are starting to hurt a little bit, so I want to give them some break. Wow, I just shifted, now it's really uncomfortable. But anyways, overall I'm feeling pretty good. Definitely think I can keep hiking. But yeah, it's nice to just sit down for a little bit. I'm gonna massage my feet, and then sometimes it's hard for me to tell, since I have foot issues, whether it's like a tendon that's hurting or if I'm developing a hot spot. Like, the pain is hard to distinguish, so I'm gonna check it out. I'm thinking maybe I have a hot spot rather than something else, but we'll see. Yep, definitely a hot spot rather than my foot hurting. Oops. That's an easy one to fix though. Grab some Luco tape. Well, I have now picked up a shirt that was laying abandoned on the trail. It's currently soaked and frozen. Not super excited about picking up the extra weight, but somebody's got to move it from there, and it's doubtful that someone will come back for it. So I'm gonna carry it, see if I encounter anybody up trail whose it might be. And if not, I'll put it in a hiker box. But it's hanging down here. 95% polyester, 5% spandex, so probably a hiking shirt. It is really, really, really cold. We think it is like in the mid-30s, and we're freezing. My hands are freezing, and yeah, it's hard to take a break because it's too cold to take a break. So we're on the PCT now, and we still have another 1,000 feet of elevation to gain over the next 2 miles. And then after that, it levels out, and then we're gonna go down forever and tomorrow as well. So yeah, it's so cold. We're going up to 9,000 elevation. So it's just really cold, even with walking. But then once we go down, it should warm up again, hopefully. The goal is to go as far down as possible before camping, because it's gonna be so cold. My feet's holding up pretty well so far. I'll be happy when the climbing is over. Alright, first patch of snow, even though it is off trail. I wonder if it's icy or melty. Pretty icy, to the point that I can't really do the smiley face that I want to. Glad I have my micro spikes along, because if we hit this kind of condition of snow on the trail later, you're gonna want micro spikes for that. But I'm not too concerned. So much water on the trail though. So cold, I definitely do not want my feet to get wet. So one thing we were talking about yesterday is how people have, like, they're different on trail. They have different extroversion levels. They have different thoughts about strangers and stuff like that. So I've been thinking about it and really realizing, like, I am super extroverted on trail, even though I'm really not in my regular life. I mean, I'm probably more like middle of the pack in my regular life, but like one thing that I hate in my regular life is meeting new people. Like, I like to hang out with my friends, and I don't really want to talk to strangers, and it kind of like, I don't know, I like worry about what people think about me and just things like that. And I think because I'm teaching, I'm constantly around people, but they're like kids, so they're not my peers that I can like connect with in the same level. So then when I get home from work, I like don't really want to talk to anybody. I just want to have some time to myself. Versus out here, I do like going over a creek crossing. I do like hiking by myself. I like setting a tempo and stuff and being able to take breaks whenever I want to. But it gives me so much alone time that like that cup is constantly filled. So then when I see people, I'm like, hi! I'm super excited to see them, even strangers. And I love the small talk that I usually hate. I love finding out where they're from and what they did and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like genuinely interested in it. It's not like I'm just making a small talk to make the small talk, like I actually want to know. But it's just interesting how, I don't know, the trail is such a different environment, so people are different. Okay, I am so happy that I decided to not skip some of these miles. First of all, because my feet are still doing okay. But second of all, it reminds me of walking in the Sierras so much. And I love the Sierras. I love hiking in the Sierras. So this makes me really happy. I made a tic-tac-toe board to play with people who come behind me. Hopefully X wins, because I started with an amazing move. I'm conflicted. I promised my friend I would wait for her if we get to snow, because she's less confident on it than I am. And this is snow. But it's also such a small patch. I'll wait a little bit and see if she's around. I'm waiting 10 minutes. She's still not here. I think I'll wait 5 more minutes. It's hard because I did promise. But also I don't want to spend forever waiting for a baby 20-foot, very safe snow crossing. But I said what I meant what I said. An elephant's faithful, 100%. So I ended up waiting 20 minutes, and then another hiker came and said that she had passed her taking a long break. So then I decided to keep going. Now we've gotten into some real pathfinding, so I definitely feel bad, but I had to go off trail a little bit. So now I think there's no point but continuing on. Alright, I'm for sure back on trail now. Not quite sure what happened there. I love gut hooks. Okay, officially reached the high point of today. So I've climbed about 4,000 feet today. Now it's all flat or downhill from here on out. I guess I've done about 6.5 miles so far. Body's still feeling good. I want to hit at least 13. But if I can do 15 or 16, I want to do that. But it all depends. After 10 miles is when my body tells me how it's doing. So we'll find out. Wow, this is amazing. I love being above the clouds. This might be my favorite hiking day so far. I just love hiking in the mountains. And this is the first real mountain walking I've been doing. I mean, those other days also, but they were so hot and it wasn't the same, so this is awesome. Alright, this is my last water crossing in over 10 miles, maybe even 15. So I think I'm going to get 3 liters to take for dry camping. And I think I might get my feet wet. I don't really know how to cross this otherwise. This is going quite quickly. Figured I'd ice my feet while I'm here. This is probably the last natural water source in many, many miles. I have officially reached the point where it is downhill for 20 miles all the way down to Cabazon, And then after that, we'll climb all the way back up again. So we'll see how my body does with the downhill. It did pretty well for the uphill. I'm in a pretty good mood. Miles versus time-wise, I'm super late. Like, it is noon right now, and I've done maybe 7 miles by noon. I think a lot of that elevation change definitely just was taking a lot longer. Plus I got a later start than usual. So won't be making it in early to camp, but the thing is everybody else besides me left even later. So I am at the very head of our friend group. So I'll just keep hiking. Eventually I'm gonna take a lunch break. Hopefully when it warms up just a tiny bit more. And yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna do at least 13 today and maybe more depending on how this downhill feels. Keep walking, 'cause you won't knock down that wall. Keep walking, 'cause she isn't gonna fall. It's plain to see your brains are very small, so keep walking. You just keep walking down our wall. Keep walking, 'cause you won't knock down our wall. Keep walking, 'cause she isn't gonna fall. It's plain to see your brains are very small, so keep walking. Just keep walking around that wall. Bonus points if you've ever heard that song before. This is quite steep. I'm having to go very slow and very carefully to not overstress my arches. It's doing fine so far, but I mean, if I rush down this thing, I could also destroy my feet, I can tell. It's pretty steep down. I am so hungry. Totally famished. Feeling even a little weak from it. So I need to take a lunch break ASAP. I was hoping to go farther to make a few more miles, but it's not happening. So as soon as I see a good spot, I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna eat. All right, I've only done about 7.5, but it is 12:30 and it is definitely lunchtime. And it's my favorite kind, because on the first day out of a trail, I have meat and cheese. Oh yeah. Well, I waited for about 45 minutes on my lunch break. Still never saw my friend. I've had several other people pass me, and they say that they passed her, that she was just a bit behind, so I'm assuming she's doing fine, and maybe just taking breaks at the exact same time as me. Alright, I believe we're now going to be descending down into this dry desert valley, which is crazy because literally on the other side of these mountains it is so green. But that's where we're going, I'm pretty positive. I even think that's the freeway that we crossed. Well, I failed for the first time on the PCT. It was more of a slide. Graceful slide to the ground. Gotta get back up again. There is actually quite a bit of small snow crosses before you hit dry trail again, and they are a bit slippery, but it just doesn't seem worth it to put on micro spikes for such small amounts of time. So I don't think I'll hurt myself, but I guess I'm playing, I don't know, Russian roulette with it. Alright, the trail is now more snow than not snow, so I decided to put my micro spikes on. Not really because I think it's dangerous or necessary, but because I'm carrying them, so I might as well use them in appropriate situations. And they're not on my back. Definitely worth it. It's way more secure. Okay, but I'm not actually going to walk and video on snow. Well, that definitely didn't last long. It was like 200 yards of snow where I did feel a little more secure with my micro spikes. And then after that, it's now completely dry trail again. But at least I can say I did not carry them for nothing. This is a beautiful view into the valley. You can see here the birds singing. It's very nice. Although I'm definitely at the part of the day that I don't like very much. That is that I haven't seen any humans in a few hours. I am too far ahead of the pack somehow. I think everybody I know is behind me. Oh well. I know at least one campsite that me and Sticks agreed on, so I probably will just wait there when I get there. I still have another like 3.5 miles to get there. And then if I see them and they want to keep going, then I can. I've got quite a bit of sun on my cheeks today.
Well, I think I made it past the hazardous conditions. They are no longer that hazardous. Benefits of going through in May.
All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself. On the trail. Where are the people?
I love these ridge lines when you can just see forever. We're a little bit below the clouds now, but not by much.
So I've been sitting here for 20 minutes. I did a little bit of a Bible study and nobody has passed me. It's a little weird. I don't know how I got so far ahead. The only thing I can think of is that they all kind of found each other and then did a really long siesta, and I was obviously in front and oblivious. But it's not that I'm scared or worried, but it's not my ideal. I prefer to see people throughout the day and take breaks with them and stuff like that. And even though I know that at least one person knows my campsite, and I'd even think that some people might be hiking past that point, it's weird to me. Like, it's been over 5 hours since I've seen anybody. Well, there was one group of 3 people who like literally passed me for like 20 seconds, but like I didn't talk to them and I didn't know them. So really it's been even longer than that. I've been hiking alone all day. I haven't had really a conversation with anyone all day. It's a little weird, but yeah. I need to find myself a trail family that sticks together a little bit more. Okay, I finally heard from Styx. Due to the wonders of technology, she texted me. She's about 2 miles behind me. So feeling a little better that there are other humans in the world and they didn't just all get zapped into outer space and it's just me out here. So yeah, I'm gonna stop in 1 mile, even though honestly, I think I have the legs to do like 4 or 5 more miles and make it like 16 or 17 for the day. But I don't want to be alone and I don't want to camp alone, and so I will do whatever everyone else is doing. Yeah, as I talked about earlier, I'm more extroverted on trail, and I think I'm too extroverted in order to just do miles without other people also doing them. Apparently she also hasn't seen anybody. So my guess is like we wanted to get an early start compared to everyone else because we were both worried about our feet a little bit, but everyone else must have gotten a really late start from town, and if that's the case, they might not even make it as far as us. So I don't know, I guess we might see them tomorrow, but I'm feeling much better that I know of at least one person and we're gonna camp together and everything's great. So I feel much better. And honestly, my feet feel really, really good, especially because I kept taking these like random breaks hoping that somebody would catch up to me. So I took more breaks than normal and didn't really push it very hard. But they feel good. And I don't even really know why like they threw such a hissy fit 2 days ago. And then I guess the rest was all it needed. But yeah, still credit that trail angel. It probably would have been worse if I had to walk many miles on hurt feet, and instead I just got to town right away, so that was still amazing.
The earliest possible campsite. Gonna wait for my friend here, and then we'll see if we go on or not.
Do 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 do. I've been waiting over half an hour. Today has been a boring day. Today has been much more emotionally challenging than physically challenging. I'm just not out here to be alone all the time. That's just not me. And you know, nature doesn't have to just be for the introverts. Been here for half an hour and I'm still waiting for another human. By now it's been like 7 hours since I've seen another human. At least I've texted one. All right, all's well that ends well. I found my friend and we were camped together. We did 13.5 miles today, and I also found out that the reason we didn't see anybody today is they stopped short. They're like maybe 2-3 miles behind us, so we'll probably see them again tomorrow. We got a nice little campsite that's pretty protected from the wind, which will be nice. And then the goal is tomorrow to push 16 miles in order to get to the freeway and then hitch into Cabazon for some in and out. And then we have to hitch back and then do some more miles. So it's going to be a long day tomorrow. But I think the terrain is pretty easy. It's all downhill. So super excited.